Hi, welcome to Junkwax Junkie, where we love Junkwax more than the 85 Mets loved trashing airplanes in a drunken bout of craziness. No, that's true. The 85 Mets did do that. They totally trashed an airplane. It's a great story. Highly recommend you read the wonderful book, The Bad Guys Won, the story of the 1985 Mets. I'm not sure if it's still in print now, but it's a great book. Anyway, I'm Matt. This is
Andy.
And we are going to talk to you guys about how to display your cards. Andy, you collect Beanie Boos, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay, do you like to display your Beanie Boos?
Yes, I have them in a little cubby.
You have them in a little cubby. Why do you like to display your Beanie Boos?
Because then I get to look at them and know I have them.
Ah, there you go. See, we like to display things so that we know how to have them. Now, let me ask you this, too. Do you like to keep them in a safe place or a dangerous place?
They're just kind of out and open.
But you don't want to put them on the floor so the dog will eat them, right?
No.
No, so you have them up off the ground. We try to do things to protect the things that we like. Well, that's what I'm going to talk about today. And I'm going to talk about some ways that some people still kind of store their collectibles, but it's kind of the ways, we did things back in the day. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about a Starbuck. Okay, you want to lift this?
Oh my gosh, it's heavy.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy. And I have several of these, as many people did. What you would do is you would have a Starbuck where you would take different favorite players and you would put them in these, what we believe to be plastic pages. Usually they were made of vinyl or something like that. Here's great, wonderful cards from Kent Herbeck. The 87 top set is actually in high sight. That's a pretty cool card. And these pages would have the 3 rings on them so that you could display them neatly in your book. So if you were trading with friends, you could look through. And you would take players that you thought were good or their cards would worth something. For some reason, I had Rick Ruschel in my Starbuck. And it was just kind of a neat way to kind of store your cards, and you'd have your Starbuck, and it just kind of be a way to keep them. I got Roger Clemens and Ricky Henderson in here. And you'd put them in these nice little binders to show your friends. Kind of cool,
That's
huh?
loud.
It is loud, isn't it? Because there's a lot of cards in there.
How many of these did you have?
Probably about 30 or 40 at one time. That size, 5-inch binders. Can you believe that? And you know how much they're all worth right now? Maybe $1 a binder. Yeah, I'm not going into that because it just hurts my feelings. Anyway, I'm also going to talk about different ways you could keep some different cards. Now, what I have here are some stacks of some of my favorite cards. If you were like at a card shop or something and you ended up with a card that you really liked, you could put them in these individual ones. Now, there's those cheap plastic ones that the Pretch's baseball card shop in Mexico, Missouri would sell those for 3 cents. These, though, were the top of the line ones right here. That's kind of, here, feel that. It's kind of a hard plastic, and you could just slide your card in through the top. This is a really cool card, by the way. 1987 Topps, Kevin Mitchell. This is a great card. He played for both the Giants and the Padres that season. So his card in the set had him still playing with the Mets, and so they put 2 pictures of him, which is actually kind of cool. I wish there were more cards like this, but I kind of liked the card. I liked how they did it. See how it's the same guy, but it's 2 players. We live by San Francisco, so people are huge Giants fans. And so, like, little cards that you thought were kind of cool, like I'm sitting, or you thought might be worth something, like, hey, who doesn't know this card, right? And, just whatever random cards you thought you might have that you thought were kind of neat, that you thought might need to, this is a good, cool one, too. This is the 87 Reggie Jackson. I can't speak enough about the 1987 Flair set and the traded set. They're just beautiful. They had great pictures. They put a lot of energy and input into them. It's just a great set. I like them so much. And, random cards like an 81 Donruss Dave Parker. This is one way, these little kind of plastic. It didn't give it too much help, but, and you could sometimes get them where they said rookie card on the top. Like that was supposed to end some kind of emphasis. I don't know. That was one way you could do it. But they also had these things called snap cases. And snap cases were great because you see how they're stacked? You could stack them easy and they wouldn't fall down so much. As I show how easy they are to stack. They could stack and they wouldn't fall over so much. To get the card in and out, like here I have my 84 Donruss Ryne Sandberg, you just twist it and you pop the sides and your card just comes right out, just like that. And then even to put them in, you get pretty nervous putting those right in there because you didn't want the card to get caught because it could damage the card. You just snap it back and it turns out like that. So for some reason I thought a 91 Kurt Schilling card was pretty dope, but you know, yeah, 1981 Fleer kind of stinks. In this case, ironically enough, is busted, but I still have it. Now, the other way, the creme de la creme thing that you would have were called screw cases. And if you look closely, you can see these cases have little screws in them, right like that. And you can still get these to this day, but back then, back when I would have gotten these, if I ended up with a really cool card, I would buy a screw case right away. See, hold that. Go like that. Card doesn't move. Card doesn't move. So like my favorite Reggie Jackson card, I want it to be extra protected, so I would put it in this. Or my absolute favorite card in my collection, I did kind of grow up kind of a Brewers fan, and my favorite player was Robin Yount, and this is his rookie card. So I got this from Jeff Fetterhoff, who lived across the street from me in Mexico, Missouri. I traded him. I don't even remember what I traded for him for. But these were like the real secure thing. These would run you about $5. And for the pages run you about 25 cents a piece. So you get a lot of pages for one of these. So these were what you really want to display your really cool cards in. Now there's one other one I want to talk about, and that is when you get cards graded, and they're still kind of produced this way. I one time got I'm going to do in a video later on PSA ratings, and so, yeah, I don't want to talk about PSA ratings. So if I bring up PSA ratings, you can tell me, Dad, and I'll stop. Can you do that for me?
Yeah.
Okay. When you get a card, and I think they're still kind of like this. I haven't had a card graded for probably 15 years. Is they kind of came in a thing that was, I don't even know how you open them. I think there's a little dodge in it where you can pull it out. But these have some kind of really special case. The idea is that you don't want to get them to come out so easy. But those were kind of a cool thing. Now, if you've got some cool cards that you want to hold on to, like this 1982 Cal Ripken rookie card, get a screw case. These, I'm trying to liquidate my collection a little bit, but these are the cards that are my favorite, and there's no way I'm ever getting rid of this. Sorry, honey, you'll have to figure out a way to sell this at the estate sale after I die. Because these are this is my favorite card ever, so it's staying in that screw case. I'll have this buried with me, okay? Just so you know. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed this video on different cases. Make sure you like and
subscribe.
And I guess you're supposed to ring a little bell or something. So if you could do that too, that'd be great. It really helps. It's not like I'm monetized or anything like that, but I think I'm on the way. More Junkwax videos to come, trust me. I got more topics than I have time. Bye.
Feels like a bunch of nickels.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.